Good evening, very good evening to all of you. Uh, New variant Omicron is out, and so please stay safe, stay home, and don't go out as much as possible. Or even if you go out, take your precautionary measures, mask up, use sanitizers and everything. So I really hope that all of you, wherever you are safe. And you know, the video that I am going to shoot today, right now, is not something that I can take the credit for. I have to mention the names of some of my semester one English honor students, whom I am absolutely thankful, I'm absolutely grateful for this video. Uh, তমগ্ন অধিকারী, আহ, সুবর্ণা সরকার, আহ, পিউ ঘোষ, অভিষেক দাস, আহ, শিল্পা ভাস্কর, সুদেশনা ঘোষ, দেয়া মণ্ডল. These are some of my extremely talented semester 1 UG students, and they have shown me something that I would like to share with all of you. And first I will share you whatever are these semester 1 UG students of college, they have shared with me, and this is what these English honors first year students they have shared with me. I hope you can see this. Can you see this? I hope you can see this. I really hope that if you can see this image, that those semester 1 English honor students of mine have shared with me, and I have promised that if I could shoot a video on this image of Ayushmann Khurrana in GQ cover magazine, then I will acknowledge my thankfulness to all these wonderful English honors kids. Now, look at this image very carefully. This is Ayushmann Khurrana on the cover of GQ, very popular magazine, and he has written something in the comment section of his Instagram post, and that is gender fluid. Look at this image, and I will mention exact definition of gender fluidity, but this image has correctly enraged and upset the trans activists. Now, who are trans activists? Now, trans activists are those people, that transgender people, that transsexual people who do not conform between sex and gender. For example, you can be born with penis and be a woman, and you can be born with vagina and be a man. So penis never guarantees your masculinity or femininity, neither vagina guarantees your masculinity and femininity. In fact, penis has got nothing to do with sex or gender, and vagina has got nothing to do with sex and gender. There is an assumption in feminist studies that the moment you are born with penis, you are thought to be male, and therefore you will become masculine, and therefore you will grow on to become heterosexual and desire a woman. Similarly, the moment you are born with vagina, you are expected to be a girl who would become feminine and who would desire a man. It's not like that. There are plenty of men who have vagina and there are plenty of women who have penis. So they are transgender woman and transgender man. Okay. So I would be talking about this because Ayushmann Khurrana has worn, what has he worn? He has flaunted black nail polish and black eyelashes. And what he has captioned? He has captioned gender fluidity. He has captioned gender fluidity. Now, who will decide that penis and is going to be a male organ, and who will decide vagina will going to be a female organ? No, we are nobody. The moment we decide penis to be a male organ and vagina to be a female organ, what we are doing, we are excluding trans people, because trans people become woman in spite of having a penis and they become man in spite of having a vagina. So penis and vagina are not markers either of sex or of gender. So what Ayushmann Khurrana has done, Ayushmann Khurrana is man, and by wearing black nail polish, by doing black eyelashes, he is not at all challenging gender conformity. Why? Because masculinity has got nothing to do with cricket and violence and gym. Similarly, femininity has got nothing to do with makeup, beauty creams, CC creams or other products. So using nail polish and using eyelashes does not contribute to gender fluidity. Why it does not contribute to gender fluidity? Because you already have attached makeup, nail polish, eyeliners, eyelashes with femininity. Now I will be talking about someone called Eddie Izzard. Now who is Eddie Izzard? Eddie Izzard is a fashion designer. Also he is working on a movement, a dressing right movement beyond gender. That is, you can be born with penis and vagina and be a man and woman. Similarly, dressing certain kind of clothes has got nothing to do with gender, and dressing certain kind of clothes has got nothing to do with man or female. For example, if you wear shari, often I have heard people say, মেয়েদের মতো শাড়ি পরতে চাই আরজি, in Funny Boy, the text that I teach. So RG, I do not like the fact that effeminate men are always clubbed with shari. Why? You can be effeminate man, you can be homosexual, you can be transgender man, you still not wear shari. There are some misconceptions that I want to break. There is no relationship between shari and effeminacy. There is no relationship between homosexuality and effeminacy. And there is no relationship between homosexuality and shari. You know, it's almost we assume shari to be either feminine dress, or if a man wears a shari, then the man is either effeminate or gay. This kind of assumption of attaching shari to femininity or to effeminacy or to homosexuality is patriarchal, and therefore when Ayushmann Khurrana is sporting nail polish and eyelashes and mascara and rouge and everything, what Ayushmann Khurrana is doing, Ayushmann Khurrana is unfortunately consolidating femininity with nail polish and eyelashes. And thereby, he is saying that I am breaking my gender norm and I am participating in gender fluidity. So, this is not gender fluidity. You are breaking one stereotype only, that is man and woman, and only to move into another stereotype, that is femininity and makeup. As if makeup or femininity একটাই concept. So the moment you do break one stereotype only to enter into another stereotype, you are leaving patriarchy only to re-enter into patriarchy. So therefore, Ayushmann Khurrana's behavior or the GQ cover, yes, it has broken one stereotype, that is man can cross gender and use woman's clothes and makeup. But the problem with this breaking of stereotype is that you are already assuming, and this assumption is, by the way, patriarchal, you are already assuming that woman and makeup are inseparable. So therefore, eyelashes and makeups and all those things, they are female thing. So you are yes, you are breaking one patriarchal binary to enter only in another patriarchal binary, because you cannot attach femininity to makeup. You cannot attach women to makeup. There are plenty of women who do not like to make up. There are plenty of men who like makeup. There are plenty of women who like to dress down. There are plenty of men who like to dress up. For example, I am a man, I like to dress up. My wife is a woman who also likes to dress up. So what does that mean? According to Ayushmann Khurrana, so my wife dresses up, so that is okay because she is a woman. So I am a man, if I dress up instead of dressing down, then am I effeminate? Am I gay? Am I homosexual? Am I queer? And this kind of designating makeup and beauty cream with femininity and dressing down with masculinity is patriarchal. So Ayushmann Khurrana breaks patriarchy only to re-enter into patriarchy. So this is interpolation. I'm sorry. And no wonder transgender community is extremely upset with this. Why? Because of a particular reason that I am going to share with you. Now I'm going to share with you a particular tweet that J.K. Rowling has shared in his Twitter handle. Okay. So the tweet is, yes, but now hundreds of trans activists have threatened to beat, rape, assassinate, and bomb me. I have realized that this movement poses no risk to women whatsoever. And which was a reaction to earlier tweet. What was the tweet? Is this still because of her comments about the safety of women in toilets, changing rooms, if men can use them by simply saying they identify as a woman? Let me explain this. Let me explain this tweet. And if I explain this tweet, this is very simple. Now, there is an NGO in England called Stonewall. And what is Stonewall saying? Stonewall saying that whenever we go to shopping mall, whenever we go to pubs, nightclubs, everywhere, we have two kinds of toilets. That is toilets that is used by men and toilet that is used by women. So Stonewall is recommending that we should have in pubs, bars, in restaurants, in shopping malls, we should have washrooms or bathrooms for trans men and trans women. So men, women, trans women. Now, patriarchy assumes that trans women and trans men don't pee. So obviously, they don't need the toilet. Or they don't exist. That's why men and women would only need toilets. Now there is another right-wing group who is sort of asking the fund to be stopped, to be given to Stonewall, who are saying in England that no, don't have trans women come into women's facilities, because if the trans women come into women's facilities, they will rape women. Why? Because trans women are women who have penis. So if trans women come into women's washroom, in women's bathroom, they might end up raping women. Okay? Now, all the rapes that are going on in the entire world, entire world are not being committed by men. Only the trans women are committing all the rapes. পৃথিবীতে যেখানে যেখানে যত ধর্ষণ হচ্ছে না, কোনো পুরুষ ধর্ষণ করছে না, শুধুমাত্র ট্রান্স উইমেন উইথ পেনিস আর রেপিং উইমেন। সো ইফ উই স্টপ trans women from coming into the men's or women's facilities, the rape will stop. Only the trans. So what do the trans women do? Trans women brush their teeth, clean their tongue, and go out and go about raping women. Okay. So therefore, this kind of comments from J.K. Rowling and this kind of tweets from J.K. Rowling and this kind of behavior against Stonewall are extremely transphobic, because we already assume that only men and women who will need the bathrooms, because trans men and trans women, they are not human beings, or even if they are human beings, they don't exist. Even if they don't exist, they don't pee, they don't go to potty, so they don't need the bathroom. কেবলমাত্র যে পুরুষ, যে পিনিস নিয়ে জন্মেছে, যে পুরুষ, যে মেল এবং ম্যাসকিউলাইন, সেই পটি করবে আর পি করবে, হ্যাঁ। আর যে ভ্যাজাইনা নিয়ে জন্মেছে এবং মহিলা, সেই পি করবে এবং পটি করবে। যে পুরুষ কিন্তু যার ভ্যাজাইনা আছে, সে পি আর পটি করবে না। যে মহিলা যার পিনিস আছে, সে পি আর পটি করবে না। This kind of tweets from J.K. Rowling are extremely transphobic, much like the picture that I have shown of Ayushmann Khurrana when he celebrates gender fluidity is extremely transphobic. So it does not surprise me when trans activists are up in arms against both Ayushmann Khurrana on the cover of GQ with nail polish, black nail polish and black mascara, and it doesn't surprise me when J.K. Rowling gets trolled in his Twitter handle for such transphobic tweets. These kind of tweets pretend to be feminist, but they are patriarchal in the sense of being transphobic. They are asymptomatically patriarchal in the sense of being transphobic. And patriarchy depends on asymptomatic patriarchy primarily through transphobia. That is to say, phobia about men with vagina and phobia about women with penis. Because men will be men only with penis. How can a man becomes a man with vagina? একটা পুরুষের ভ্যাজাইনা থাকলে তাকে পুরুষ বলবো কেন? সো সেটা পুরুষ না। Either they don't exist, even if they do exist, we will not recognize them. একটা মহিলার যদি ভ্যাজাইনা না থাকে, তাহলে আমরা তাকে মহিলা কেন বলবো? একটা মহিলার যদি পিনিস থাকে, তাহলে কি করে তাকে মহিলা বলবো? সো ফেমিনিস্ট কারা? ফেমিনিস্ট হলো তারাই, those who are born with vagina. Feminists are those who are married with a rich man. Feminists are those who produce 3 children, and feminists are those whose husbands beat them thrice a day. ভ্যাজাইনা আছে, বিয়ে করেছে, বরের হাতে এবেলা ওবেলা মার খায়, ডিভোর্স হয়েছে, বয়কাট চুল করে, এত বড় একটা টিপ পরে, একটা সিঁদিতে সিঁদুর পরে মোটা করে, আর টিপটা এত বড়, সিঁদুরটা এত বড়, যার উপরে বসে আমরা সবাই মিলে লাঞ্চ আর ডিনার করতে পারি, আর স্লিভলেস ব্লাউজ পরে, তারাই হলো ফেমিনিস্ট। আর যারা পিনিস আছে যে সকল উইমেনদের, তারা পিনিস নয়, তারা পিনিস নয় ওটা, অথবা যদি পিনিস থাকে তাহলে তারা মহিলা নয়। সো when feminists fail to accept women with penis, that is trans women, into their feminism, then I accuse feminism of being asymptomatically patriarchal, transphobic, and extremely gender exclusive rather than gender fluid. So I think Ayushmann Khurrana's post on GQ is not only gender fluid but also transphobic, gender exclusive, hardly gender inclusive, and asymptomatically patriarchal, much like official Twitter handle of J.K. Rowling's tweets, which pretends to be celebrating feminism, but it basically sugarcoats feminism in the garb of transphobia. So most of the feminists are asymptomatically patriarchal, and their asymptomatic patriarchy is primarily based on transphobia, and therefore their kind of feminism or Ayushmann's gender fluidity is extremely transphobic and trans exclusive, and I totally admonish and totally criticize such kind of trans exclusive, trans exclusionary feminism. And as I say, this kind of trans exclusive, trans exclusionary, transphobic feminism will become Naribad when Nari will become Bad. Have a good evening and see you soon with less transphobia and more trans exclusionary, more trans inclusionary feminism. Okay, thank you so much.